17 minutes. Oh shit. That's us. Hey, this will be a nice video. Let's get it started right away. Give 5 seconds of silence and 5, 4, 3, start. Hello and welcome to the Richmond Show, the discussion where we approach life's hurdles with a comedic zen. Hi, I'm your host, Malcolm Richmond, and today's topics are pros and cons of online dating. Before we get started on this very intriguing topic, allow me to introduce my lovely co-host, Miss Millie Mel. What's up, girl?
Everyone.
How you doing?
I am well.
Awesome. So, Millie Mel, online dating, I'm pretty sure you and I have extensive experiences with online dating.
Mm-hmm.
I know I do,
I do too.
So, the pros and cons of online dating, I'd like to go through them. Online dating has become less of a taboo than it used to be because people are getting busier and busier, and people are becoming more and more accepting of the digital age.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more things are happening online than they are in real life, or IRL as they call it. So what I mean by that is that, like me, I haven't been shopping out in the world in forever. Same thing with my mom and my aunts who are a lot older than me, and like they go to eBay, they go to Walmart.com, they go to Amazon, things like that. So a lot of things are doing online. So why not date online? So it's less of a, I can't do that because I don't understand what's going on. But once you learn the nuances of online dating, I don't think it's as scary as it used to be, Because back in the day when you had dial-up internet, oh my God.
Right.
You had to wait like 15 minutes for a picture of someone, like, oh, the ugly, oh, the ugly, oh. I waited here 15 minutes for this picture of this Dr. Seuss looking. Okay, so I have pros and cons. Pro, you have less time and money to go out and meet people because when you go out, you gotta pay for your admission to get into the club or wherever you're going, or to even sit at the bar where people congregate a lot. Costs money because you gotta have a drink in your hand. You gotta buy fresh drinks every time you finish them, and that really become very expensive when you're thirsty. And to even introduce yourself to someone, like, hey, can I buy you a drink? Sure, I'll take top shelf. You're like, oh man, that's $50. Come on, dog. But yeah, so that's a pro. You have less time, you have less money, or if you're out there working so much that you don't have the time, or like me, I just go to work and I come home. Work, come home. That's my whole thing. Work, wherever that is, come home. And no in between for me. I don't really get out much. The con of that is that it facilitates my already antisocial tendencies. Like I don't talk to people, I don't smile at people. I just go where I'm going and come back. I'm in my car. There's no stops for me to have to congregate with anyone. I don't even stop for coffee. When I'm on my way to work, I just go to work and come back home. That's it. There's no human interaction other than my coworkers and my home. So that's a con because I'm still alone all the time. That's why it's so hard for me to find new people. Another pro: you're exposed to more folks in 1 hour than you would in real life, right? That's also a con. You're exposed to more folks online than you are in real life. Another pro: it's easier to reject potential creepers. Con: it's easier for potential creepers to troll on you, so you get hit on a lot more in person than you would in real life because people aren't as brave in real life as they are online.
That
online,
is correct.
You're under so many sheets of mystery. Oh yeah, they don't know who I am, and I don't got to worry about looking into their eyes and them seeing that I'm really full of it. So so that's the thing, and no one's gonna hand you a Polaroid of their penis in a real life.
Right.
But on
that's.
But online, it's just a click away, literally. So
absolutely,
that's the thing.
Absolutely.
And another thing is that it's easier to sustain a false status online. That's another con.
Mhm.
The thing is like I know this one female that I was interested in, and this actually happened to me. This wasn't someone else happened. This happened to me. I thought she was so gorgeous. She was Italian, I think maybe Italian. I know she wasn't like like Spanish or Mexican or anything like that. She was Italian, so she was really pale, but she was really cute. And I love dark hair. Like she really looked really good. But I noticed she knew all the camera tricks.
Hmm.
Like if you get like five chins, look up and you can't see them.
Oh.
And you can't see them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying she had five chins, but she did have a big one. A big one. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And so she makes sure she looks up, and it takes care. It like vanished all of the bags in her eyes, and she had what you call in person she had what you call old face.
Hmm.
Old face, OLD face. Okay, old face is when you look older than what you actually are.
Right.
Like me, I'm 43, but I've been told many times I look like I'm like 30, 27. I've gotten that a lot. Like when I tell people my real age, they go, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, dog, I'm old as hell."
Mm-mm.
They go, "Nah," but yeah. So old face is like when you're really 33 and you look like you're 53.
Right.
And I think that comes from like the kind of life you live.
Mm-hmm.
Drinking, smoking, stress,
Mm-hmm.
all that thing, all those things. And plus I'm black. I'm blessed to be black or ethnic. You know what I'm saying? So black doesn't crack unless we do crack.
Mm-mm.
No doubt. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that the thing about online dating is that you have this one like I think all online profiles have the same mo. Upload some pictures and tell us a little about yourself. Tell us a little about yourself. I always have problems with the tell me a little bit about yourself. The thing is like I in every profession that I work in, it's very important that I can communicate well.
Mm-hmm.
In this position, in this profession, me being a podcaster, in profession of me being a YouTuber, in profession of me a teacher, and my other job where I do security. The thing is that I have to be able to communicate effectively.
Mm-hmm.
But I cannot write a paragraph about myself. Anytime I just can't do it. It's like, okay, who am I? What do I like? What do I do?
Wow.
It's like I've become Confucius, and I need to understand these things about me to become interesting. I know I'm an interesting guy, but I just can't make myself seem like I'm interesting.
Mm.
So another thing is so it, then comes the section where it asks you to upload between I guess like 3 to 10 pictures. And I know people who literally take 1,000 pictures of themselves. If you take 1,000 pictures of yourselves and you can't find 3 to 10 pictures of yourself that make you look good, you ugly, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so the thing is that
Gotta research filters.
I think she took 5,000 pictures of herself because every one of her pictures makes her look like an angel. I was like, oh wow, she is gorgeous, man. And then I met her in person, and I was like, "What the hell is my angel? Did you eat her?"
Oh.
I mean, she wasn't fat. She looked. Only how I knew it was her because she knew my name,
Mm.
Malcolm. I was like, Angel. She's like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh, damn it. But I mean, she wasn't like ugly, but she was just like not what I thought she was.
Mm.
And that's happened to me as well. Like some other people. I don't know if you guys have followed my career, but I have a web series called The Web Daters and the Untitled Movie, and I played myself. I played Malcolm Richmond, the one I got a female version of myself, and so I had a fan who wanted to go out with me, and so like an idiot, I went out with her, and she goes, "You're not like what you are in the movies." I'm like, "Hello, that's scripted."
Wow.
I'm a totally different person. Like that's a character, and I'm me,
Right.
and that's a character I play. So she really got disappointed. She's like, "Oh," I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not gonna go out on a party. I don't, do crazy things like you see me on the TV show." So
Mm.
I think that was the dumbest thing that ever happened to me on a date. She thought I was like my character on the TV show, not on the podcast. I didn't have a podcast back then. The TV show. She literally thought I was the same guy on the TV show. I thought she was a big dummy for that.
Well, a lot of people do that to celebrities. Walk up like, I don't even like you. No, you don't like my character.
Right.
Yeah, you know, so.
Yeah, the thing is, like, you would think I was a baller like that for that to happen to me, but no. I had a show on YouTube, man, and she was acting like I was like Eddie Murphy or Jim Carrey or something like that. So anyway, so the girl like who took all those crazy pictures of herself. Well, I mean, they weren't anything rude, lewd about them, but they were just really, really nicely taken pictures. And they were always. I noticed that after I met her in person, I went back to her pictures to say, was that really her? So I went back into the pictures to see if it was her, and I noticed that all her pictures are from the same angle.
Mm.
Her having the camera up and her looking at them
Right.
and snapping a picture. So like all of that extra stuff, that and her luscious black silky hair looked like a wig. I couldn't see like a line or anything like that. I'm just saying that it looked like a wig because her hair was so thick and coarse looking. I was like, oh man, this is the same girl I've been lied to. Oh my god.
Bamboozled.
Yeah, it feels like the same thing like when you meet a girl at the club and you find out she stuffs her bra with everything but the kitchen sink.
Right.
Like, what happened to all the boobalicious and the booty? Oh my god, no.
I had to take that stuff back to Walmart.
Oh my gosh. Well, I had a cold. I had to blow my nose.
Right. Well, for me, it's you know, I've had good experiences with online dating. I can't say that I've had too many horrible ones. I know I had one guy who misunderstood my intentions, and that led him to leave my house pretty upset and disappointed. You know.
Yeah, you can't even smile at a guy nowadays. You know?
I mean, but I mean, and it's just really sad because you know if I spend the whole time telling you like, oh, this is not one of those type of hookups, and then he brings, you know, alcohol anyway, thinking like, oh, I'll get you, and then you don't get me, and then you're mad about it. Oh, you made me waste my money. No, I believe you made you waste your money.
I got you. Yeah, I understand.
So I've had a situation once or twice like that.
I understand. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. So the thing is like, the same thing happens I think to a lot of guys in the fact that like when I go out, I don't go out unless I'm like it's like a payday. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a Friday or a Saturday. You know, that next Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go out like on that odd week when you don't get paid. You know, because that's where I'm at my brokest. You know. My lowest month. Not saying I'm broke, but this is my lowest point where I can't do a lot of spending. So I don't go out then because an unexpected expense occurs, and I'm like, oh man, I ain't get the bill is how much? Oh man, I ain't got that much in my bank account. With my account set up, I can't do it. I go out when there's the check is freshly in there and bills been paid and I got cheese, I got cheddar and chips, you know, so. I go out there and buy my drinks, and I might buy you a drink, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But you're like, oh, he's a baller. He bought me a drink. He got a full tank of gas too, girl. Well, let's get him. No.
Oh my goodness. Ain't nobody in the club looking at your gas tank.
You better be.
Yeah, I definitely got to get you to the club. Right?
I'm like, you better be careful because yesterday was payday and I still get cheese.
Right.
Next week I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna get some Doritos for dinner. You know?
Right. I mean, oodles and noodles.
For real.
No, ain't no one looking at your gas tank. We might be looking at your rims.
For real.
But not your gas tank.
I ain't got rims. I got plastic in my
hubcaps.
Yeah, I got hubcaps. I ain't got no rims for real, man. So get that. Now it makes me easier to sustain a false status because when you first started dating someone, you don't see them as much. You know, you may see them like maybe once a week because you know you go out. Hey, honey, that was fun. Let's go out again. But okay, let's go out next week. Sure, what day? How about Wednesday? That's Monday, blah blah blah. It's easy to hold a false to sustain a false narrative about yourself in little bitty like random chunks of you. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's really nice. He always opens the door for me. He always asks me how I'm doing. He always does this. Or she always looks so good. Blah blah blah. But you catch him on that day when laundry day. You know what I'm saying? And all you got is like some jeggings with holes in the booty, or
Oh my.
or or he ain't getting nothing in the refrigerator but ramen noodles, and the chicken flavor is missing out of all of them, so it's just noodles.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
So, oh my god, crazy. You gotta be around a little bit more. You need a little more of a higher frequency. That's why I understand how people. I understand how people, they commit based off of that illusion. You know, I mean, you got people behind the curtain. You know, the people see all of your crap, and if they still want to hang out with you, then you guys are good. You know, so that's why I
Right.
see it.
Right.
And another way, like just like how we talked about it last in the last episode is gold diggers. Like I said, can hold that carrot a little bit longer on a guy. I'll come up to see you if you pay for my Greyhound ticket, and you pay for the Greyhound ticket, and next thing you know, you found out the Greyhound ticket was cashed and returned. But she's not here. Oh, honey, it wasn't enough. What you mean it wasn't enough? You took the money and then you got the money back for the ticket. Yeah, but it wasn't a good timing for me at to work. Oh my god. So
Mm.
those kind of games like that can really keep the guy on the hook, thinking that you're gonna come through. It's just that circumstance makes it so that you can't see this guy,
Mm-hmm.
and him being stupid or him just being naive or desperate or whatever you want to call it, that it works. It allows them to dangle that carrot of you coming to visit them or giving them what they're looking for.